Okay, testing 1, 2. Quick look through Thursday's end of day closing screens. Pretty good day today. A little bit mixed in the afternoon. But, let's just have a quick buzz through these markets, and they're a little bit all over the place in the US at the moment. Transport's just coming into an interesting area. Is in an interesting area, I should say. Industrials, obviously, it's trended quite strong out of that last visit to mean trend, the last interesting area. S&P, same, it's trended quite well, hasn't it? It still might come in, but, no predictions here. And Nasdaq, it's basically 1 day off highs. If you looked on the, I had a look on the Twitter on this day in the afternoon, and everyone was high-fiving and giving it the big sort of, we've been selling into strength and all that. What does the market do? It's just basically shaken them out, hasn't it? The old classic. Russell, yep, just pulling in after that big move. DAX, yeah, it's it's a strong move on the DAX. FTSE 100, 250, small caps, AIM all share, just sideways in a range. So pretty clear that we haven't missed a rally in the AIM market yet, have we? even though we've been doing okay, we can pick the stocks, but we're not getting that across the board help from everything. We're doing all the work ourselves, which is fine. Cheers, James, for the sound of vision. The one time James didn't turn up last night on the dot is the time I forget to unmute I had the mic muted rather than the actual software, so don't ask me why. But cheers. So let's just jump through a couple of other markets. Let's quickly, TLT coming in again, chopping around. Could do with it just clicking its heels and getting all this congestion behind it. Bitcoin just up near highs there. Yeah, keep it simple. Breakouts and pullbacks. Base cheats as well. Active low, higher low, higher high. Keep it simple. There was an active low, higher high here as well. But that was from after a big move. This thing's now consolidated and went sideways forever in a base. So if you see a base and then you start seeing the the price action reversals in the right side of the base, that's your cheat, that's your breakout, and that's your first pullback. They will come. They might not come to the area I put on the chart, but they will come. Moving on. What else have we got? Let's just have a look at cable today. Let's go and have a look at just the dollar bull, which means yen will be down. Let's just jump into commodities. So it is a little bit of a risk-off tape, really, in the background, but oil still holding these big area here, still holding it. And goes trying to look for gold here now. Gold having a down day after a big up day, a bit of an outside down day here. Not an outside down day, but not far off. So that means silver jumps twice as much when gold jumps. Metals and mining just down in mean trend. So just thought I'd go through that. It's a bit overkill when we do it every day, but There it is. Let's now just jump through these screens, see what gapped up today. I've been doing a bit of stuff in the chasing up. I've got to go and have a tooth out before I have my heart operation, so I've been on the phone this afternoon. I've got to go and pick some meds up before both dental visits. I have to take, I know some of you know this already because you've been through it, but I have to take, what are they called? I have to take tablets before I even go and see the hygienist, never mind, go and have a tooth out. Which is interesting. And then I had to make sure I could chase my tail a bit, trying to get an appointment to get the tooth out. Anyway, I'm in for January, which gives me a bit of time, hopefully. So I'm expecting my operation might be February, March, and obviously it could easily be put back due to any kind of emergencies beforehand. Let's fly through these. We've got 44 tonight, so it's steady, isn't it? I've been trying with ShareScope again. I've been mailing them back about. It's pointless me talking to Matt about the issues, and I sent all the info James sent me actually on the closing highs, where on the share pad it jumps to you have to have two screens for a simple closing high. It should be an end of day screen. Anyway, I went back to him, and you get the guy on support, and he's talking to the guy in who does the programming, and then they think I'm talking. Just they don't read the rest of the thread. They just, because they haven't done anything about it, they just presume I'm talking about ShareScope. So I say, no, this isn't ShareScope, this is SharePad. But if anyone else wants to have a go, as I said, give them a ring and give them some. You just don't know what to do with these things, do you? You bang your head on the wall so long. I'm just going to reverse this up because I was daydreaming a bit then. Just fly through these. Conker's asked me to do a chart for him on this the other day, so I did a chart. Obviously, I'll just put the, definitely a base, and like we always say, a base from that really risky area. But it was a pretty good base, and it gapped down. Now, this is still. If I was going to get involved with this, the pullback was real choppy as well, wasn't it? But it was there. Yeah, I mean, you could have even, the pullback came in a lovely weekly one, and then you got this weekly swing point here. You could have done it on a weekly, really, just less whipsaws. But down into mean trend area, it would have been around. This thing moves around intra-month, you see. But still, for me, it's still I'd rather not do business in this area. I'd rather do business in a better area. When I talk to the investors out there about this stuff, they always think it's about getting the lowest price, and it's pointless me even trying to sort of explain what I do. It's about selling higher than where you buy. It doesn't matter what the price is. Oh no, it's about getting the it's up 100% before you're involved, and I'm like, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's about how much I capture. Yeah, but you're buying premium. I'm buying it when it's on sale. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't matter. So I just don't explain myself with stuff like that. Um, AMP, nice little up move again there. We'll see if this thing can. Where is it in the actual GTRS at the moment? Because it must be moving up with the technicals sorting themselves out. Oh yeah, it's top 10 now. There you go. Yeah, I mean, interesting one, isn't it? We will see. SRB new highs on the move. This thing's started off really sluggish, and then all of a sudden it's starting to trade like a growth stock, isn't it? Which I suppose it is. It's got good growth. No, it's old news for us. Old news. Good website pump though, so I should make the most of that. Into the swing points. Through these, see what's in here today. GNC swinging there. Yeah, it went up fast on through the earnings. Retail pop, and then back into yeah, I'll bring those up, Andy. Anyone else got anything they want to look at? Because it won't take me 2 minutes to get through the rest of it today. Yeah, let's just get the the old news days and noise days. If and where it is in the trend as well. You've got to remember, smart money's been loaded in this one for a long time, and you think smart money's buying it out of the base. Obviously, a lot of volumes traded. Obviously there will be, but on balance, my head works this way. News days and noise days. If a new institution is buying a new position in this, it isn't doing it all in one day, and it'll start to show its the stock will just come back and start trading like a stock, and it'll accumulate over time. In reality, when you see a big trend, there's how many new are actually coming to it. I don't know. We'll just be trailing that winner. Yeah, Griffin. I bought a position in this over here somewhere. Just when I sold CUI, I put a bit in this on the pullback. It's starting to sort of sort itself out again, because it was in correction bull, 5 falling when I put some into this, and it's starting to tighten up a bit there. So we'll see. It's not the nicest trading stock, is it? It's a bit choppy, and I know I repeat myself, but my mate I went to see at weekend, he paid his mortgage off with this stock. He put he started off with about 15 grand in it, and then put another how much in it. Just a total blind gamble. Because his dad was into investing. His dad lives up the Moat Road from me, and he totally, absolutely killed it with a blind gamble. You know, he could have lost it all quite easily, as we know, but he did it, and he paid his mortgage off with it. Just fly through the end of these ones. And that's why sometimes we roll the dice on some of these. When the market's primed for them, you got a little bit of spare cash. Sometimes I'll just roll the dice and not de-risk those POSs. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Many times it doesn't, I would say. ANCR. Oh, there's nothing in the end of day today, is there? No. This one's ANCR. Bit of a China connection on this one as well, isn't there? So we had this kind of... It gapped out at this base. I mean, I think we looked at this a week or so back as well, and we talked about it not long ago, didn't we? Same. One of those bases, a little bit like, Watchers Switzerland Group, but not as defined. It gapped out, first pullback. This area business is where I would have been doing business. And you could have added to it there, but I certainly wouldn't have trailed it that tight, being what it is. I would have kept it loose. And then pulled in, gone back to highs. It's a really tough... That's a price action stop where, my methodology would be sort of take me out on one of these. But some of these stocks are really, really trade horribly choppy action. And it's a hard call whether you just, you take your scratch winner, you move on. It didn't trend in my lane kind of thing. Because that's the way I do it. But sometimes, once that override comes into play, well, maybe you'd want to just throw the over, and you'll notice the override comes in as well, and it would have, a 100-day low would have took you out on this as well. I would be out of it personally, just for that reason, because that's my methodology in this kind of stock. And then if it's set up again, you could look at it again and look at the growth again. So, as you can see, it's technically challenged, even though it's got lots of gas in the tank, and the old China connection doesn't help these things, does it? That's the interim as well. It might trade up towards that prelim. But yeah, so it's a tough one. That's kind of all I've got, isn't it? Let's go and have a look at IXI. I haven't seen this one for a while, so yeah. I mean, this one's just... I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it with Edward Treetop's money, this one. I can see it's trying, but this has been a bit of a FinTwit story stock as well. This stock's been an absolute dog forever and a day, and it's one of those ones I always say I wish they'd just delist it. It's just not one I'd be interested in. I see it. I totally see it. It's rising on its 200-day now. It's just bumped its head on the Voodoo average, and it's going to be a lose less scenario, I think. No, lose slightly more scenario. So yeah, there's easier ways to lose money. Not for me. Even when it's in an uptrend, this one, it's an absolute pig. So that's the long and short of it. We've ignored it for many years, this one. Sorry, Andy. That's a C-. No, sometimes they work, but there's easier battles out there. phantom close on W7, but nice to see it, all that rolling of those placement shares has started to drift off, and this thing's starting to find a little bit of flotation, a bit more corky. What else was up today? AOM, AXL as well. Here's the old classic, isn't it? Me in a stock, I'd usually de-risk, but I'm just, I'm just basically, my stop's where it should be, and it's come all the way back in. And even at the highs, it wasn't. The profit was nothing to get me too excited about. It stops me out, it'll be a scratch trade. It is what it is, But yeah, we will see. So that's me. That's all I've got today. There's not much to look at. It's very, very slow the last couple of weeks, hasn't it? That's how the markets work. It's a game of positioning. All of a sudden, the market starts to take all your positions, and then we tread water for some time. I've been treading water just shy of all-time highs. That both portfolios today less than 0.5% off all-time highs. Just treading water, just trying to get that pop. It wouldn't take much. So we will regroup tomorrow and see. I'm running the screens in the morning as well, but I'm not wasting people's time if there's nothing to look at. If there's something in the screens, what's new to us, or in a potential sort of buy area, and it's new. Yeah, otherwise it's pointless soaking up people's intraday time, because it does take time to go through these things. I only load them. I record them, but I only load them if there's anything to look at. Okay, I will leave it there. Cheers all. Gonna do some more revenge bidding on eBay, I think.